Okay, hi everybody. It has been forever since I've done a video that was sewing content like this. So I'm happy to be back. I'm Laura and welcome to my channel, Sewing Up Style. If you have not been here before, I have a feeling that anybody who's watching this has probably been here before. I had a crazy June, and so instead of talking about that though, because I'd just be sitting here talking for forever, I'll just kind of pass on and let you guys know I had a crazy June. I did not have time to sew hardly at all. Lots of traveling, driving across the United States, and now I'm finally back and I missed sewing and I wanted to make something, and I wanted to make something that would make me feel pretty. So I decided I would make a dress. So I chose, first of all, I was thinking I would make this dress, which is McCalls 7742. I was going to make this up here, and then I realized, and I was going to make it out of this really nice, it's a bubble gauze, so squishy, but this pattern is a large, extra large only, and I am afraid it would be too big. I really need a medium now. A lot of my patterns, I'm in that position, and now there's no Joann's with $1.99 sales, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to be a lot more thoughtful, I think, about the patterns that I buy and the patterns that I use. I should go through all my patterns, and maybe you guys, you know, if you had an interest, maybe you guys, I could send them to you, because I'm not probably ever going to use them, and I have a lot of patterns. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in that idea. Maybe we could do like a live stream raffle or something like that, and you guys could come and I could hold up the patterns, and then we could just figure out how to get those exchanged. But anyway, my whole point, too big. It's too big. So and I was afraid. I started thinking about it, and I thought this might actually look more like a clown dress if I use the kind of rainbow stripes. So I'm thinking I want to use this for a dress, but I don't think it will be this dress necessarily. So then the second pattern I was looking at was New Look 6617. I think this has such a nice shape and silhouette. So I was going to make that. I like there's little gathers. Well, here on this one, you can see the little gathers on the front. Just very, very cute ties on the top. So I thought that would be nice out of this fabric. Oh, sorry. I really love this fabric. It's a challis, and my serger is currently unthreaded. It has white thread in it right now, and I need the white thread for my live stream project. I need to serge that tomorrow. So I didn't want to change the white out, and I think that it would look better with black thread. So I just decided, well, that is going to be a project for a different day, which I am going to do this dress next time, and I'm going to figure out a dress for this fabric, and then the next 3 weeks I'm going to try to do a similar video to make up these dresses, because I really like wearing dresses to work. So I like wearing dresses anywhere. There's no waistband. It's fabulous. Okay, so I needed a different dress, and so I thought, well, instead of doing something that I would need to serge the edges to make sure it doesn't fray, why don't I do a knit? So I went and I looked for my knit patterns, and I found a couple, and again, they were too big. So I finally settled on McCall's 8064. I am going to do the version with the short sleeves, but the long, can you see that? The long length. So this length, but with the short sleeves. Yeah, with the short sleeves. If I have enough fabric. I think I do. And it's going to be made out of this beautiful fabric that I have had for forever, like 2 years at least, and I keep putting off using it because I keep thinking, oh no, that's so nice, I need to use it for something special. And I decided that I'm not wearing it. I'm not using it, and it's just sitting there. And so I decided this will make me feel pretty, and so I am going to make the dress out of this. I think there is like 3 yards here, so it should be plenty to do the short sleeve dress with the sleeves. The only drawback is there's no pockets. The dress I was going to make, it had pockets, so I am sad about that. But that is what we're going to do. And I'm going to do it tonight. So it is right now about 7 o'clock. And so on Friday night, July 4th. And I'm going to start by cutting it out. And I will show you guys, I'll check in at spots. I've done this before, the challenge accepted video. I think I'm going to call it challenge accepted. But I'll just keep checking in, let you guys know my progress, let you know what it is that I need to do, and then I will let you know when I'm finished, and we will see exactly how long it takes me. Will I be able to get it done before midnight? Because that's 5 hours. We'll see. I haven't been going to bed until 1 or 2 in the morning anymore, so I figure I have about 6 or 7 hours actually to get this done before I'm actually kind of putting myself out. So we'll see. Anyway, so let's get started. Okay, I just spent like 5 minutes trying to get lighting set up. I forgot how hard that is. It is 7:15. I am taking out the paper pieces and going to pin them on, and we'll go from there. 2, 5, and 8. 2, 5, and 8. F. 2, 4, 8, 9. Y. 2, 4, 8, 9. So I guess we're going to do 2, 5, and 8. Well, nice. I just have to say something very exciting is that this dress has 3 pieces. 3, 2, 5, and 8 for view E. And then you just use the longer version. So cool, huh? Okay, so I have gotten the sleeve cut out, and I, made it short-sleeved version. And then I am working on right now cutting out or altering the pieces because they're so long they reach the floor. So obviously I can cut off them. So I'm going to go to right here on this side. On this side over here, so about 6 inches from the short version. I will just extend that down, and then I'm going to just cut it off because there's no way I'm going to ever need longer. So cut it off, and then I will do the same to the front piece, and then I will be ready to pin it to the fabric. So that took me entirely too long to cut this out. It's 9:40, so what did that take me? Like an hour and a half? I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I started cutting out the front and the back pieces, which are here, and realized that I did not have enough fabric to do the length that I was wanting to do, so I had to adjust that and then re-pin everything, then cut it out, and then the sleeves, I didn't have enough fabric left over that I could just do each of them, fold it over and have the one pattern piece for the 2 pieces. So I had to cut those out separately. It's forever. So I'm going to go to the gas station. I am going to get a soda and come back, and then I will start sewing. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, it's about 10:50, so I took a really, really long break. I ate again. And I have some cookies. So yeah, bad on me, but I have to say it tasted good, and I was kind of hungry. In any case, I've got the directions, and so it looks like I start with pin front to back at shoulders and side stitch, sew again, then you do the neckline finishing, then you put in the sleeves, and then you hem the sleeves, and then you're done. So we'll see exactly how long this takes. Maybe it won't be too bad, but if it does take a long time, it will be my own fault. I have my choices. I made my choices. Okay, 12:36. I was not working this whole time. I am way late and I don't even care. But I got the side seams and the shoulders put together and sewn, and then there is this. So I just lined up the side seams, and I'm going to just trim it so that it is all even, and it should make it so that it is, it lays the same on both sides, because right now there is a huge difference between the front of one side and front of the other. Okay, we'll try it out and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I have tried this on. I wanted to kind of get an idea about what exactly, and I'm sorry I don't have the microphone, but I wanted to get an idea about how it was going to fit, since it's a large and I kind of needed a medium. But even though it's kind of loose under here, I think it'll be okay. I'll just have lots of room. But you can see it doesn't, you can see my bug bites. I got some bug bites the last couple of days and they're all over my body. Anyway, so it looks like it's okay. It's gonna fit just fine. And then the sides are really nice. The back fits good. So I'm okay with it. I think I'm going to just go ahead and put the sleeves in. You're supposed to sew 1/4 inch on the side, like do 2 seams. So I will do that, and then put the sleeves in, and then the neckline, and hem it, and I should be done. So it's not much longer, just a little bit, but it is 12:45 in the morning. So my own fault. Okay, all right, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm still not tired, so I'm going to keep doing the dress. It ended up that they just have you turn this at 5/8 of an inch and then flip it again, so that you end up with just a turned hem on the neckline, and it was rolling weird, so you can't see it really, but I did the one seam and then I put another one in right next to it, hoping that it'll hold this down. I'm thinking the neckline is too big for me, so it may still flip, and I don't know what I'll do if that's the case. But the next step is to put in the sleeves, and that might help with the neckline actually, so we'll see what happens. And then after the sleeves, it is the hem, and then it is done. So maybe another hour. Okay, it's finished. After 3 o'clock, I just kind of gave up on even trying to time it. I don't even want to tell you how late it is or how early, but the birds are singing, so if that tells you anything. But I wasn't tired, so I just kept going. Let me give you a reveal, and then I'll just finish up talking about just the stuff, just the last little bit of it. You can see I got sunburned, well, yesterday now. I got sunburned when I walked the dogs. Anyway, just a sec. I lost my balance. All right, so the thing about it is that the neckline is loose still. Even though I did do 2 rows of stitching for it, it's just a little rolled hem, and it's just a little bit loose. So what I'm hoping, oh yeah, I forgot the microphone. What I'm hoping, is that when I wash it and dry it, it will dry, it'll shrink it back up. But it's a large. Sorry. It's a large, and I really did need a medium, so it might just be too big. Maybe if it doesn't shrink up, I can give it to my mom. She might like it. She doesn't like dresses. Anyway, I'll just figure out how to make it work, because I really do like this dress, and it was only 3 pieces. I think it would have been better if they had a facing, but I imagine they were trying to keep it simple. The sleeves went in really nicely. Even though it's a large, it fits nicely. I do like the neckline. It's just a little loose, and I'm pretty sure that's because it's just a little big. There was no problems. The things that took me forever to get done were the things like the cutting out, because I changed the size of the length of the skirt. All the hemming always takes forever. It just always does. I'm not sure what they said to do for hemming, but what I did was I just did an inch hem, and then I did one seam about 1/8 of an inch in from the edge, and then I did another seam 1/8 of an inch from that one, and so hopefully it'll lay flatter. This is a 5/8 inch, and then you rolled the hem to make it so that it's what, 2.5 inches, I don't know. And then the sleeves I just did 3/4 of an inch. They wanted you to turn the edge under, you know, so the edge was finished. I did not do that. I didn't even do a second row of stitching. It seemed to be laying quite nicely, so I just left it alone. It fits nice. It feels good. I like the fabric, and as long as, you know, the neckline doesn't start rolling out again, I guess I could roll it under and then sew that down. That might work. I'm not sure. I don't know. If you guys have any idea, those of you that might be watching this, if you have any idea about what I could do to take in the neckline a little bit, please tell me. Otherwise, I think I'm going to go brush my teeth and go to bed. So I will be having my live stream on Sunday, the 6th. Yeah, it'll be the 6th at 11 o'clock Central Standard, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to have all the pieces serged, so I'm going to start sewing up the shirt that I am working on. And otherwise, I will be doing another dress next week. Hopefully that won't take me as long. Hopefully I'll be more focused. Part of it truly was my own fault. So I guess what have you been working on? I would like to know. Have any ideas for this neckline? I would like to know that. And I don't know, have you ever made this McCalls shirt, dress, whatever? Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for subscribing if you recently subscribed. And yeah, I'm tired, so I'm going to bed. Have a good day. Bye.